Hello guys, there is something that has come to my attention that I find to be very confusing. To be honest, it confuses the hell out of me. Maybe I'm overstating it a bit, but it's still very confusing. It's that in a lot of content that communicates something about exercise in a hidden way, it seems that they expect you to do 2 additional sets in addition to your total amount of sets. I don't know why, but it's my assumption that it might be for the purpose of warm-up. Like they are saying, do 2 sets for warm-up and then your total amount of sets as your work sets. I am not absolutely certain for that, but what other purpose could those 2 additional sets serve? I think that it's most popular in when people in movies or TV shows or anime say 12 and then 14. Like in Dragon Ball, when Son Goku first says that he's 12 years old, and then he says that he's 14 years old. Same thing in a much later released story called Harry Potter, in which a woman, a reporter, says that Harry Potter is 12 years old, and he corrects her, says that he's 14 years old. And in the 7th Star Wars movie, they also said something 12 and then 14. And in the TV show Endor of Star Wars universe also, some soldiers said that they were 12 and then they corrected that they were 14. It's a very popular thing to say, and I believe now that it might mean 12 sets, but actually 14 sets, like possibly 2 sets for warm-up and 12 sets for work. I've seen it done in other mentions, like 25 and 27, and other numbers too. But here is what I would like to know. Is it demanded of me to do those 2 additional sets, possibly for warm-up? And actually, first of all, I would like to know why those 2 additional sets. Is it really for warm-up, or is there some other purpose? The next thing that I would like to know is, am I really required to do them? I mean, if they are for warm-up, currently I don't feel that I really require a warm-up. I don't bother with warm-up sets I just jump straight into the action. And I do the total of my sets without warm-up sets. So the next thing that I would like to know is, am I required to do those 2 additional sets for warm-up or otherwise, even if I use the same weight in all of my sets? Also, if, for example, I intend to do 5 sets and I do 5 sets without warm-up, I just do a total of 5 sets, will it be counted as though I did only 3 sets? It is very important to me, because I believe that the current amount of sets that I am doing is the amount that is required to obtain my everlasting freedom. And my freedom is extremely important to me. I am willing to work for it, but I am not willing to be manipulated to do some extra hard work for it. I am only willing to do some work for it, and then I will just hold my ground and I will not move any further until I am free. So, as I was saying, I believe that the current amount of sets that I am doing is exactly the amount that is required to obtain everlasting freedom. However, am I required to do 2 additional sets for warm-up or otherwise, even if I use the same weight and same amount of reps and time under tension in all of my sets? For example, if my intention is doing 5 sets, do I have to do 7 sets? Do I have to add 2 additional sets to my training program? Or is it fine as long as I am using the same weight, the same time under tension, and the same amount of reps in all of my sets? It is very important to me. I would like to know. And if yes, I would like to know to what extent this requirement of 2 additional sets will be kept. Will it be kept forever? I mean, if a guy does 100 sets, is he expected to do 102? And if it's for the sake of warm-up, does a guy that can do 100 sets really require a warm-up for those 100 sets? I mean, he must be in such a physical conditioning that is so high that the 2 sets for warm-up would serve absolutely no purpose, probably, for those 100 sets. So to what extent will there be a requirement to do 2 additional sets for warm-up or otherwise? I don't know if it's really for warm-up or if it's for some other reason. Those are the things that I would like to know.